this is your first time, I am Shelly Aqui. I am a business coach, strategist, and consultant to women, majorly in the Caribbean, but I have clients in 29 countries, including USA, Africa, Canada, Australia. I love that I have that diverse group of clients. I enjoy coaching. I enjoy consulting. It's fun. I love helping women to elevate in business and to create life designs that they enjoy, not endure. I'm an award-winning entrepreneur. I've been doing business for 25 years. I am a certified professional coach, human behavior specialist. In this session, we are going to be talking about mindset, your messaging, your marketing, and monetization. We spoke a lot about self-sabotage, imposter syndrome, productivity hacks that we needed to work on, overthinking, overworking, self-care, believing in ourselves, not being lazy, not being entitled, and I want to add not being bold-faced too, right? I teach strategy. A lot of strategy that's where I spend most of my time, and then I coach my clients to execute the strategy. I take lots of notes, like your business depends on it, because it does. We want to build quality rooms. We don't want to just build rooms with people that sit and stare at us. You want to build a room with people who are high engagers. So you're going to pay attention to the people who are commenting. You're going to pay attention to the people who are pinning themselves with gifts. And you're going to pay attention to the people who are sharing the live. Those are the types of people you want to go and check out to see if you want to follow and then make connections with them. Also, follow people with content that you are most likely to engage with. Because if you're just following people just because you get caught up in the excitement, then you're not going to support them. You're going to follow them tonight, and then you're going to forget about them tomorrow. That's not what we want. We want you all to connect, and then we want you all to interact with each other. Good? So not just random following. We want people to connect in meaningful ways. If you are a business owner, or you are a content creator, or you are looking to build a community, you cannot have a private page. You have to have a page that's open. Nobody's coming to fight you or to beg you to come and see what you are about. And even if you follow someone and your page is private, they are not going to follow you back because they don't know what they're walking into. It's like having a store and your doors shut, and people have to bang down your doors to come in to see what you're selling in your shop. Can you have a private page if you're building your business? No. Will you put a store on Charlotte Street or in the premium outlet or in a mall and close the door? So the answer is no, right? A lot of people want to be entrepreneurs and hide. If you hide and your door's closed, nobody coming to buy, right? I know some people don't want to hear that, but that is the truth. I'm not going to be telling you all things to stroke your ego, and then I know it's not in your best interest, right? So let's talk about discipline. Some myths around discipline. Let's talk about the lie that discipline means perfection, pressure, and punishment. Discipline doesn't mean any of those things. And we spoke about cultural coding, and that is what society tells us discipline looks like in the main. The truth is, discipline is how you protect your freedom. Discipline is being responsible, trustworthy, and reliable. You don't have to be punished, you don't have to be under pressure, and you certainly don't have to be perfect. A lot of people think that they need to be motivated to be disciplined. No, a discipline is an internal state. It is one of the traits of successful entrepreneurs or successful people on the whole. So let's get the negativity out and let's start seeing it for what it is. It is you being trustworthy, dependable, reliable, focused and doing the things that you say you are going to do. It is what causes your customers to purchase from you, to show up for you and support you and listen to what you have to say, because you are showing that you are consistent, serious about what you are doing. We don't need more motivation. Motivation actually is quite fleeting. You could be motivated today and demotivated tomorrow. What does that mean? You're going to be all excited about your business today and push and do the work today because you're motivated, and then you'll sit back and do nothing tomorrow because you feel demotivated. So you'll see how we have to manage ourselves. We can't be like driftwood in the sea. Wherever the current pushes us, we go in. No, we have to be intentional, we have to be focused, and we have to be anchored. What you need is a more systemic rhythm. Once you develop that systemic rhythm, it doesn't really matter if you're motivated or you're encouraged or you're inspired. because resilience and discipline will remain. Discipline shows up even when you feel sad. Discipline shows up even when you feel discouraged. Discipline shows up even when you're demotivated. Discipline shows up even when you're challenged. Discipline shows up when the world is against you. Discipline shows up when competitors are pressing you. Discipline will show up when your business is failing and you're not sure what to do and you're probably feeling depressed and demotivated. Discipline that won't go away. Resilience and discipline. 2 traits that you have to develop and hold on to for dear life. If you don't have discipline, even if I give you all of the strategies, all the tools, all the formulas, I call you every day, you're not going to do anything. Despite what people may think, your business will succeed or fail because of who you are and what you do or didn't do. People want to blame everything and blame everybody else. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Were you willing to invest? Were you willing to put in the work? Were you willing to be consistent? Were you willing to continue to believe in yourself and believe in your business idea when nobody else did? Were you willing to get up every day and keep trying in the face of defeat, in the face of criticism, or in the face of people who are copying you and not crediting you? People who are copying you, but they are trying to drag your brand. Will you get up and keep going? Because sometimes there are entrepreneurs out here, they're well-dressed, they show up with a smile, and they only have $1 in the bank, but they keep on going. It is a character trait. If you don't have it, find it, put it on and hold on, don't let go. When my business started to become very active, there was a stage in my business I felt the business went ahead of me, that the business was just growing beyond me and I was playing catch up, and I would be so stressed out and frustrated and anxious, and sometimes I would struggle with imposter syndrome. But there were also times when I felt like my mind was chaotic. I was thinking about everything all at once every day. I was thinking about the future of the business. I was thinking about the present state of the business. I'm thinking about banking. I'm thinking about credit card. I'm thinking about accounting. I'm thinking about clients. And every day and every task felt like it was urgent. And that put me in a state of anxiety. When you get up every day and you feel like everything about your business is urgent, you feel anxious, nervous. Sometimes if you stay in that state for too long, you can become depressed. We spoke about diminishing returns when we lose our dopamine supply. We go into procrastination, hesitation, and avoidance. Feeling guilty to rest because you're thinking your list of things to get done is so high. Everything is urgent. You're working yourself to the bone. You're waking up anxious. Your mind is chaotic. And then you're wondering why your business is not succeeding. There is no systemic routine. Sometimes we feel like anything we feel to do or anything we think is important, we'll get up and do it. It's not connected to anything strategic. It's not connected to anything that is destination focused, anything that is intentional. It's just tasks that is in the mix and we just staying busy and running hard. And then we are frustrated and depressed when we don't see the results that we want. Once I started to create something, what I call anchor habits, it wasn't about my mood anymore. It wasn't about what I was anxious about. It was about anchor habits and my daily routine. And what that did for me, it started to calm my nervous system. It boosted my productivity level and also increased the output on a daily basis. Once I added that level of structure, which I'm encouraging you all to do, my clarity increased. I became very clear. We spoke about mental traffic jam, mental clutter, overthinking. So once we could get all of those things dealt with, now our mind is clear. We spoke about energy audits. Now we need to get into structure. And once I had that clarity, my creativity spiked. The actions that I took daily were more intentional and result producing. My income started to increase. And when I say increase, I mean increase. Now I felt better. The trump card of business is closing a sale. And it doesn't really matter what you're great at. You could be great at coaching. You could be great at speaking. You could be great at marketing. You could be great at motivating people. If you're not making sales, you're not motivated. Once you start making these sales, you're going to feel better. You're going to do more. And once you're making sales, you can hire help. So it's very important to have a routine. You have a systemic structure for every single day. So many times, and it's something that not just me, but many coaches struggle with. A lot of people, they are just so interested. We could get their attention talking about a launching strategy, a sales strategy, get you all fired up about marketing and how to make content creation easier. But for some reason, people sit back and they are very passive about things like routine and structure and systems. And those are the things that take you to success. Those are the things that you really need to master. Master your mind and your mood and your behavior and the activities that you take and the actions you take every day. You are going to become a better entrepreneur. Sometimes people behave as, let's get to the good stuff. This is the good stuff. This is the secret to success. You being better. You being more organized, you being more confident, you believing in yourself, you being able to articulate what you do to who you offer it to and why it is of benefit to them. You being confident that your business will succeed. You developing discipline and resilience. Because if you don't do these things, nothing is going to work for you. Think about how many courses you've done, how many coaching sessions you've done, how many free webinars you've been to. Did it make you better? Is it taking you to where you want to be? Oftentimes not, because you're not doing the self-work. We want to be working smarter, and we want to use strategy, and we want systems to get better. So discipline, it wakes you up every day. It isn't a hassle. It isn't a nemesis. It isn't a burden. It creates alignment. And I spoke a lot about alignment and awareness and action, the 3A formula. Discipline is giving your goal a schedule and your task a time slot. And that takes away all the stress and all the chaos and all the overwhelm. Because as I said yesterday, when you open your calendar, it tells you what you need to do and when you need to get it done. I also spoke about boundaries. You're setting boundaries so that when you're working, nobody bothers you. Nobody distracts you. You put your goals on your schedule and you give all of the tasks that is in alignment with that goal a time slot on your calendar. It's not about these rigid 5 a.m. clubs and stuff like that. There are people who don't do those things that are millionaires, are highly productive. And then there are people who do those 5 a.m. clubs and they don't produce anything. Sometimes people tell us things and we just grab onto it because it sounds good. Yes, many successful entrepreneurs do well. And there is some correlation between getting up early and doing the work. But there are also people who are not morning people, and no matter what they do, they're not going to be productive. So you could get up 4 o'clock in the morning. You're still not going to be productive. What time of the day is your highest producing time? Find that time. It doesn't have to be rigid. It doesn't. If you get up at 6 o'clock and between 6 and 11 o'clock, you cannot function, why are you trying? You're wasting time. Go and do something else. And then you come alive around 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, then sit down and get the work done. If you come alive like me, 10 o'clock at night until 2 in the morning, then sit down and get the work done. Sleep until 9 o'clock the next morning. Structure will give your nervous system stability, it will protect your body from overwork, and it will give your mind ease. Once you get those 3 things under control, you're going to be more productive, you're going to be more creative, and your outcome will increase. So structure doesn't stifle your creativity, it supports it. Let's move on to 3 anchors every business owner or every businesswoman needs. The first one is focus anchors, and that is dedicated work, which is blocked out by the business owner to complete tasks, and it's a time block of 1 to 2 hours. Personally, I do 1 to 3 hours because that's the max I probably would work for the day. Emotional anchors would be number 2. And emotional anchors consist of grounding habits that reset your nervous system. So that could be going to the beach, even walking on the beach, going outside, getting some fresh air, meditating, journaling, praying, play with your dog, right? Something that grounds you. Walk bare feet outside. So anything that anchors you emotionally. Number 3 would be your revenue anchors. Consistent selling, and you want to make sure that you have that every day, at least 1 hour. I do 35 minutes to 1 hour. The only reason why I spend such a little time there is because I have automated systems that's doing sales generation for me. But I do really like the human touch. So I do come in sometimes and talk with people and interact with people and do soft pitches and talk about how you can coach with me and stuff like that. Consistency is strategic. And once you get those going, you're not going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel really calm. If you sit down at your desk for 1 to 2 hours and just get some business work out, you will feel so accomplished. And then if you sit back and relax, like for me, there's a whole garden on the side here outside. There's a glass and a balcony. And I would sit here and put my feet up and look outside with my coffee or my juice or my fruit. And I would just be calm and just look at nature, just recharging. And I do that for like 10 minutes and then I go back to work. What grounds you? Is it nature? Is it playing with the pet? Is it just quiet? Is it journaling? So let's share some ideas quickly. Let's just take 30 seconds and just drop some grounding ideas. I gave mine. It's nature. Yeah, I forgot. I love music as well. Love music. After all, I built an entire performing arts academy. Some music. Our 3 anchors, those are very important for having easy and productive days. If you didn't get my 10-step proven productivity formula, please get it. I explain the 10 things that I do that really helps to boost my productivity. I think it's like about 60 something percent it went up. And then when we used AI, I had like an 80 something percent increase in output of content. You would have seen I had blogs, I had articles on LinkedIn. I started LinkedIn. I got more aggressive on TikTok. My productivity increased so much using this anchor system. I had 7,000 followers on Instagram. And when I started being deliberate and anchoring myself daily and scheduling my goals and putting my task, I moved all the way. I think we're at 18,000 now. I can't see right now, but I think we're at 18,000 followers. Instagram was 2,400 followers. It went up to, I think we're at 22 or 23,000 now. So when you get intentional and you practice the things that I'm teaching you, you will see the results. Right? You all are watching it happening to me. And I'm teaching you exactly what I am doing. So let's go into teamed. Let's get to 70. Right, we are 70. Now let's go into another thing that I do and I teach my clients to do. We touched on it yesterday or the day before, so we're going to do it again. So the first thing you want to do is you want to team your time blocks. When you are going to do content, admin, business development, you want to do 1 hour for each, but you want to put a color on the calendar. Teamed time blocks. So put your content creation hour in one color, your admin in another color, your business development in another color. So when you get up in the morning and you look at it, you know what you have to do on any given day. Your weekly rhythm. Monday for planning. Wednesday, you can go live or you can do coaching or you can check in with your coaching clients. Y'all hitting goals, man. Yay! So let's do that again. So Monday is for planning. Wednesday for going live or for coaching or for checking in with clients. Friday, you're doing all your finances and do it like that. So every single day, you have an assigned goal. Even though you might be doing 2 smaller things, the big goal on a Friday is your finances. Tally up all your income, see where if you hit your revenue goal, make sure your credit card is good, you check your bank statements and stuff like that. Enter your accounts, all right? So name all your days. So you know when, planning for me is a Sunday, right? I start planning on a Sunday. So when I hit Monday is marketing. A Wednesday and a Tuesday, I check in with clients. How are you doing? Where do you reach? Do this for me. Send this, let me check it. That's paying clients. Clients whose subscription has expired, we have a continuity program where they pay $86 a month and they can get me to review documents, review stuff for them, ask for strategies, engage me as a coach. You don't have to pay a big figure, but you still have to compensate me for my time, because if I have to sit down and, like we did anchoring statements, I did 10 of that last night, and I did two people shoot the shot this morning. and and out of the goodness of my heart, I still gave them a review. But if you see, I don't know if Rochelle is in here yet, if you all see the depth of information I would give, an assessment I give, it's just as if you paid me. So, teamed time blocks, weekly rhythms, and then a flexible structure, because we don't want to be rigid. We don't want any stress. We don't want to feel like if we're in bondage. So flexible structure. 3 hours of focused work can outperform 10 hours of scattered, random hustling and hard work. That is the old me, and that is many of you. Scattered work, random work, spinning on the wheel work, busy going nowhere work. And you're tired at the end of the day with nothing to show for it. Which day in the week is your rest day? That's another thing. My husband taught me a nice lesson, because I have an overactive brain, right? So my husband, one time I was overwhelmed, and my husband said, I said, oh my gosh, I have so much work to do. I feel like if my head is on fire, I feel like if my heart is racing, I feel like I can't catch my breath. And he said, calm down. He said, the work that you have to do is the work that you have to do. So what is the work that you have to do now? Go and complete that. Everything is not a priority. Everything cannot be done at the same time. The work that you have to do is the work that you have to do now. On a Monday, yes, you know you have finances to see about. Yes, you know you have marketing to see about. Yes, you know you have all of those things to see about. But whatever you set to get done on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday, or a Thursday, then that's the day for that work. Right? And don't beat yourself up. You'll get to the other things on the other days. Plan your power block. Choose your most focused time of the day, whether it is morning, evening, or night. Yay! Y'all doing so good. All right. I'm seeing people subscribing. So when you subscribe, if you go to the comment section on the right hand side, you will see this kind of, it's a different kind of icon. Hit that icon, and inside of there you will see stickers. You can use those stickers in the comment section, and then I will know that you're a subscriber. And if you want to also pin yourself so people can see you, use it, right? That's the purpose. I want you all to be there. Also, if you have a question, you could DM me and we can have a whole conversation. Here's your assignment. I'm giving you work to do. You all can email me the work and I will check it. I'm only doing the first 10. If you don't get an answer from me, it means that the 10 gone. The assignment is marketing task. Batch create content, whether it is video or pictures. You can batch create on the way to work. You can batch create during your day. Just batch create. Right? Plan your emails, write your blogs, refine your content pillar. If after talking with me you decided, well, my content pillar not sounding like something I want to do, or it doesn't cover the stuff that I want to talk about, review your content pillar, see where you need to make changes. So your marketing task, choose one, batch in your content, which means you have to create the content, planning your emails or writing your emails. We need at least one email a day with a break in between every 3 days. 6 emails for the week. If you have a launch or you are in sales mode, then you need more than that, right? You would need 14 emails for the week. Write your blogs or write your LinkedIn articles. Many of you here know that you're supposed to be writing your LinkedIn articles. I get offers to speak at conferences, do guest appearance in masterminds. You never know what opportunities come from writing your articles. And LinkedIn is not my strongest platform. And I still get a lot of requests there. Revenue tasks. Follow up with your prospects. So people that you would have spoken with before, you need to send them an email, maybe send them a WhatsApp. Even though you're sending WhatsApp, keep it professional. Write some posts on social media. That's revenue generating posts. So that is a sales CTA or some information about what you do that clearly indicates to the audience the benefit to them, and then do a call to action to book a call or to purchase. Or you send out some emails. Now, when you're doing sales emails, you have to remember you have to prime, you have to nurture, and then you sell. So that means you have to write between 4 to 6 emails. So think about what you want to sell, and then you reverse engineer and start your emails like that. Then the next thing would be admin tasks. Check your client files. Sometimes clients will take advantage where they realize you are not paying attention, and they will get away. It's just human nature. I don't think they're trying to be evil or bad or anything like that, but it's human nature. What people can get away with, they will take advantage to get away with it. So check your client files. Make sure that you received or sent all contracts. Make sure you filed away the contracts. Make sure you update the client file. If you don't have a system that sends out automatic invoices, make sure you go in and do your QuickBooks or your Wave or whatever and send out those payment receipts to people to let them know and update your books. Remember, it's a 3-hour time block. So you have to sit down and be very dedicated and very focused and disciplined to get the work done. Go and check your credit card. Do any credit card payments that you need to, because those finance fees will kill you. Look over your client payment cycles to make sure you're sending out reminders. If certain clients need reminders, send out your reminders. And that's what you want to do Friday and Saturday. And then you keep that routine going on as an entrepreneur. I will also send out some resources that you would need to help you to be more effective and to increase your productivity, right? Take advantage of it. When the series is over, the prices go back to the original prices. Whatever was free will go back to being paid. Whatever was reduced in price will go back to its original price. So in addition to getting free training, free coaching, free mentorship, you're also getting free offers and highly discounted offers. So take advantage of all of it. If you've never done a clarity call with me, book a clarity call. It is free as well. But that call is only for people who have said, okay, Shelly, I am ready to invest in coaching. A clarity call is only to determine what your needs are and what is the best offer that I have that will help you. Nothing else. It's not to pick my brain. It's not to have a chat. It's none of that. I'll send you all the ChatGPT guide with 50 proven prompts, all the 400 blog and email ideas so you can start blogging and writing your articles. The 100 scroll stopping hooks so that people stop and pay attention to your content. The 10 proven productivity blueprint that I use every single day. I'll send that to you as well. I think that went down to $9. I saw some people already got it. The emotional fusion, I'll definitely send that as well, because it doesn't make sense you're writing content and there is no emotional appeal. You don't know how to emotionally connect with your audience. So I'm going to give you all what you need so that you can succeed. Once we have all the foundation pieces set up, we're going to get into marketing and messaging. And I know you all are looking forward to that, because that's what most entrepreneurs look forward to. As a responsible coach and consultant, I have to do things in a systematic way so that you all have the tools that you need to succeed. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Please go ahead.